What's going on, y'all? So I ran into Seventh here, and he's a Black American who actually sees the truth. I like that he's not biased. I like that he's not politically brainwashed. So what we're gonna do here, definitely, over from Japan, is we're gonna take a look and see what he has to say. He has some good things. Y'all are gonna like that. And then he talks about fake historians and stuff too. So this is another unique highlight of somebody. I don't even know if he is American. I don't know the way that he talks. Well, we'll see. But the point is that I'm glad he sees through the nonsense and he knows what wrong is. So let's go ahead and dive into this and see what he has to say, y'all. I'm gonna just keep this going.
Hey, what is up, guys? Your boy Seven here, back with another
I'll give him a
video.
like.
Oh, I gotta take a deep breath for this one. I was right. You were wrong. If you're one of the people that doubted me 10 months ago when I released my first video talking about assassins.
Yeah, he actually did that a year ago, so that was interesting. That's thumbs up to him. You know, it's just something different to look at. I told people the same thing too. So thumbs up for that. And I'm gonna let him know some things too that he didn't know, y'all, like about the recent historian. We don't know if he knows that because of what he was just saying recently, though he did this like probably I think like 5 days ago or something. But I'm gonna let him know about the recent historian Yuichi Goza
Creed Shadows.
after I'm done
Before it was
reacting.
called Shadows, and we were still going based off the code name Red. But today is the day, for my opinion, my take on this whole situation. I'm not gonna be regurgitating everything because, man, this situation is scorching hot and there's so much shit at play. I don't even know where to go. I can refer you guys to other channels who cover
That's all right, bro. You're gonna like saying my channel.
this way better than I can. I'm just giving you guys my opinion, my take on it. So check out RK Outpost, Smash JT, and
Yes,
Vara.
sir.
She's pretty nice at what she do. There's some couple other channels, but man, everybody's been talking about this, bro. If you don't, matter of fact, I shouldn't have to regurgitate everything to you guys because this is the biggest fuck up in gaming history right now that people are
One
talking
off,
about.
for sure.
Ubisoft have really shit the bed. People are saying that this can cause an international incident. So with Assassin's Creed Shadows, where do I start? I do know where to start. Point number one, misinformation.
Mm-hmm.
And like on this channel, like I said, I like to keep things a buck. I like to go based on the truth. I like to find out the truth. If I'm wrong
Respect.
on something, it's okay to be wrong. People make it seem like you can't be wrong. I've been wrong on this channel before, and I made videos saying I was wrong. I've been proven wrong. I have no shame in that. That's how you fucking learn. But some people can't handle.
I like this guy already. See, this has nothing to do with skin color. This is about his mindset and the way his mind works. And this is about him being, honorable and admitting things, not defending wrong, you know what I mean? But realizing what the problem is and not getting stuck on, pigments. Because his skin color is this way or that way. No, no, no. He's just looking at what's wrong or right, and he's open to receive the truth, and whatever that is, he accepts it. That's a good mindset. And I know Japan will like that too.
that shit. You gotta have one. You
And the
gotta look
whole
at
world
things one
should.
way and gotta stick to that. No, bro, it don't work like that. But misinformation. Misinformation. That's the first thing with this whole situation.
Misinformation is deadly. And then the problem with the internet today is misinformation and too much information. So you have people that mistake information for knowledge. And it's even more crazy when you take misinformation for knowledge and start fighting over it and defending it because of political identity. That's a virus.
There's been misinformation on both sides with the woke crowd and the anti-woke crowd that I'm a part of. I get people are upset. The Japanese people and Western people are upset that Yasuke's in the game and they're fabricating his history.
I'm not upset that he's in the game. I'm upset that I didn't get a damn real Ninja Assassin's Creed game and that it's insulting all of Japan and they're disrespecting the dead and he's used in the wrong means. I thought he should have been in the game as a side character and he could have been like, coming along during missions letting you know things. He should have had a support role, and then he couldn't even been in like the DLC of the game. They could have done him in the right way. So there's no problem with having him in the game. It's just the way that they did it, and he didn't do anything. So well, what the hell did he do? He can't. He's not alive.
But to tell lies to prove your point, to
Yeah.
go to such depths to prove your point, it's
Shit.
fucking madness. Let's start with the woke crowd and how everything they pushed about Yasuke was based on a fucking lie. There is a whole book based on for Yasuke that was written by a woke author called Thomas Lockley. He took 2 paragraphs of Japanese history of Yasuke.
Discount Tom
A
Cruise.
footnote. Yasuke is a footnote in history. He only had 2 paragraphs in a Japanese history book. And this guy, Thomas Lockley, made a whole book about him, giving him a fake backstory, a fake life, shit that's haven't been proven, because nobody knows what happened to Yasuke after those 2 paragraphs. We don't know if he died, if he left the island, what happened to him. All we know, he was there at one point. He held swords for a lord. Maybe he had a house or some shit, but that was about it. But now Ubisoft are saying that they're trying to make him.
No, yeah, we know what happened, brother, and I'm gonna let him know about Yuichi Goza too. Though we knew that, but it's still nice to see someone official represent Japan because I think it's the right thing. Definitely when you had somebody like Yujiro Yama come in and disrespect Japan, though, like if I was in charge of things, you know what I mean? If I was the light source of the universe, let's just say that I am with light though, but we're gonna do a hypothesis here. I would say let's find somebody to represent us now. He embarrassed us. You know what I mean? Because it's just good to do that. Though I know the truth, Japan knows the truth, and a lot of other people we already know this truth. But it's just good to see that happen, so that your nation could at least be respected in a better manner, rather than letting Yuri Hirayama come in and then leave it there. No, that's not the right thing. So I'm so glad Yuichi Goza came out and did what he did. That's good.
Bisexual or gay. He had a family. He
Like I said,
had
I'm gonna let
this.
him
He
know
had
about
that.
him.
Like, there's so much going on based off of one book, and the book is a lie. This shit is so crazy.
Because there's some people that are attacking him in his comments, and all of them need to be put in place. I'll give you guys an example real quick right here. This guy. It's a game. You incels put too much meaning into everything. It's like, what type of mentality is that? And he's like another loser with nothing productive to say. Be gone with you. Bad points. Keep licking the boots. Oh man, and
That you
he's a
can't
small
trust
channel,
anything you
so
see on the
I'm gonna
internet,
share what I can.
because they found out the author was lying about everything, and all of Western media, Hollywood to be exact, was running with this narrative about Yasuke. This is what they base their information, because this is not the first time we've heard of Yasuke. Yasuke's
No, he's been
in
around,
a Netflix show. He's been in other games. He's been in the most recent game that
but
people
nobody
use as
really knew
example
about him.
was Neo 2 or Neo 1, where he was the bad guy. You fought him as one of the bosses. So Yasuke has been here, and Yasuke types have been in media. I don't know if you guys remember Samurai Shampoo.
Love that show.
They had a Black Samurai. It was like
Mugen
on an
and
anime
Jin.
show on Adult Swim. That show was fire, by the way.
But it was
This
based off of lies.
before the woke era.
So that
But
asshole.
anyway, I'm going on a tangent. But Yasuke types have exist because they've been going based off this book. But now the book is based on lies, and the guy is on the run. He deleted his account because he know he's wrong. 'Cause this almost causing an international incident. Bro, the Japanese government.
He's playing the sly man and letting some other people take the heat, and then they try to reappear with like this certain message. He's doing what he should do for his position, but that was the dumbest thing he could have did. He should have faced the truth right away.
Has to get a handle on this shit. Ubisoft had to post an apology. So that's coming from the woke side. Now, the anti-woke side I'm a part of. They've also been spreading misinformation. That's why I kind of waited to make this video. I was kind of waiting for things to settle down, but things are not settling down. Every day, there's some more bullshit going on. Even though Ubisoft posted their apology, just more shit just been coming out about this game, and it's not looking good. But on the anti-woke side, there was this dude who was pretending to be a Japanese historian, trying to disprove Yasuke, saying, he was right. But the fact that he lied and said he was a historian, he pretended to be Japanese, bro, people can find out anything you do on the internet, bro. We have a wake back machine. We have an archive machine. They check this guy.
Yeah, that's kind of stupid. There's no point of doing that because you're not helping the right side here. you're misrepresenting and deceiving people to be something to tell people like, why do you need to do all that? That's stupid. Over to your culture and to the Japanese culture because it's just fake and it's dumb. But let us take care of it.
Guy, because you know people are gonna, if you say you're a Japanese historian, especially when during this conversation, people are looking for officials for answers. So if you claim that you're an
It doesn't
official,
help at all.
people are gonna do a background check to make sure you're a fucking official. So this dude claims to be a Japanese historian, and people did a background check on him, and it was just some fat fucking guy here in the U.S. who was pretending to be Japanese. They went on the Wayback Machine.
And he's right. That is bad. Because think about this, Japan, and I want you to think about that. That's why people are saying that there's just a whole bunch of people pretending to be Japanese defending this. Like that stirs up the wrong stuff. It's not good. I'm glad I covered this guy's video because he's talking about stuff that certain people really don't talk about much. And this is an example of why things like that can happen and why it's not good.
And it showed that he wasn't Japanese and he was pretending to be. So you gotta, when you do shit like that, you put the cause back 10 steps.
Yes.
You gotta fight lies with truth. You can't fight lies with more lies. You can't be deceitful. To win, you gotta fight lies with truth. All right, like I said on this channel, I stick for the truth, man. If somebody show me the truth and you got facts behind it, okay, I'm gonna go based on that because this is really what's happening.
That's why I want to link him to Yuichi Goza and I want to feature him. We got to respect this type of mindset. You know what I mean? Like, you know, everybody give a round of applause and a thumbs up for this guy, man. Points.
So misinformation has just been going on rapidly between both sides, and I don't know who to really trust besides the Japanese government, because who the fuck is anybody else to tell me about Japanese history besides the Japanese government? Because that's their fucking country. We should respect.
That's why I talked to them for a month straight. Though I know what the truth is, but he's right about that. Like, some of these people just don't understand. It's like they're sitting here like with this Marxist mentality or that mentality, trying to just point out things to prove their point instead of realizing, you know, you could just go talk with Japan a lot. It would be nice to do that. Be open-minded, you know what I mean? But no, let's not do that. Let's just be full-blown ignorant, call people racist, be rude, intolerable, not listen to the truth. Want to just see political identity happen in the wrong manner and just not reason.
Respect their wishes and their rules and their history. So yeah, that's one point I wanted to make. Just, bro, I'm not gonna lie to you, man. Kojima predicted everything. I'm gonna go on a little tangent here. Yo, Kojima is the prophet, bro. Metal Gear Solid 2 predicted fucking everything that's going on in our society right now, down to a fucking T.
Kojima is bright.
Makes me question Kojima. I believe he's the prophet. He's the one. That's why I love him so much. Anyway, I just wanted to say that shit so quick. Number 2, racism. This whole situation. Ubisoft, you're not helping black folks by doing this shit. You think you're helping black people, but you're not. You're making people hate black people more because of the shit you're doing. Now, racism. Racism can go both ways. There's no such thing as reverse racism. A black man can be racist to a white man, to an Asian man, to a Hispanic man. A white man can be racist to a black man, Asian man, Hispanic man, and so forth and so on. Everybody can be racist. If you hate somebody just because of the color of their skin, you're fucking racist. If you're just because you're a marginalized group doesn't allow you to hate somebody because of the fucking skin color. So that shit.
Respect again, not realizing how much Caucasians deal with racism, and then Asians are right after that. The Caucasian has the most racism against him. People don't see it though. Like with certain type of mentality, they just don't see it, and they take it quite well
from both sides. The woke people who think they can be racist to white people, and the woke people and the anti-woke people who can be racist to other people because of their skin colors, because of minorities. I've seen the fucking jokes. I've seen the memes of Yasuke being like George Floyd or being a monkey in a samurai suit. Like, what the fuck are we doing, man?
Nah, I'm not gonna do that.
This is shit that sets us back.
He's
this
not
is
here.
What fuels the fucking woke people, gives them ammo. See, See, they just hate him because he's black. That's the conversation that they're gonna use.
That can
If we're
exist.
fucking saying we don't like him because he's black, no, we don't like Yasuke in this game because he's not supposed to be here, or he doesn't have supposed. He's not supposed to. Fuck, I can't fucking speak.
It's okay,
he's not
bro.
supposed to have a fucking big ass role like being a main character.
Yeah.
In the game.
Support character.
That's the main reason why we have an issue. The messaging behind Yasuke. I've said this plenty of times before on why I'm anti-woke. It's not because I hate gay people, I hate fucking lesbians or fucking weirdos and shit like that. I hate the things that they do with the characters, or I hate women or shit like that.
There's nothing wrong with unique weirdness if somebody's being weird and they're very unique and there's a light aspect to that and they're not causing any problems. But the creepy stuff, like that type of weirdness, because there's positive weirdness and there's that creepy negative weirdness. That's weird stuff creeping on you, spying on you. You guys know what I mean. Like I said, I don't mind weird if it's unique and it's not out of place. Some people just have unique personalities and can do weird stuff, but they're not really a problem. That's just part of the infinite creativity of life. But what he's saying too is right about those people doing that. Like it's just very ignorant. And to touch on how he doesn't belong in this game, I wanted a ninja game. Think about the term Assassin's Creed and Shadows, and in the ninja art. It's not up for debate. It's what it should have been. The male ninja and the female ninja. What's wrong with that?
Like people tend to say, it's the shit you do with the characters. Why can't people just write good stories?
When I see her, it actually feels like I'm playing Assassin's Creed. You know what I mean? Because in order to assassinate somebody, you can't see them. Yasuke it's just way out of place. And he didn't do that. The assholes did.
Why does every character have to have a message behind them? People don't want to be fucking taught a message. Unless it's a fucking actual good message, a universal message that people can fucking agree on, like murder is bad, pedophilia is fucking bad, rape is bad. Like if you preach that, yeah, people are gonna be like, why are you preaching that to us? We already know it's bad. But if people can agree.
That goes back to the ideology that people have to say that they can be an atheist and make their own rules up and say that they can say have their own right and wrong. I was like, you can't justify your own morality. The creator gave everyone a basic moral principle in them to where they know that. If that's the case, then the rapist can say that it's okay to him. The serial killer can say it's okay to him. The pedophile can say it's okay. He thinks it's right. It feels good to him, the rapist. When you start putting that in front of their face, then they're like, man, you know what? You're right. I don't want to justify my own morality because that does give evil the idea to justify its own morality and say that it's okay because who says it's right or wrong? We can justify our own morality. You don't want to play that game, trust me.
Those situations or those messages we can agree on, but we don't give a fuck about your sexuality or your hardships or shit like that. Being a marginalized group, nobody gives a fuck. But like the point I'm trying to make, man, there's racism on both sides. The woke people who think they're helping out marginalized groups, and the anti-woke people who are just spouting shit saying we don't like Yasuke because he's black. No, bro.
Yeah, that's stupid.
We're not doing that. I'm not that part. That is the deep fucking trenches of the anti-woke squad. Sometimes I gotta separate myself from those people, bro, because that's what people think, because they just lump you all together. So again, racism can go both ways. We gotta chill out on that. That's not the rain.
It's a multi-dimensional facet and it can hide behind a lot of different things. We have to really understand what it means. But we need to realize that the deepest and most dangerous type of racism is real living oppression, like in real life, making your life really, really hard. There's light racism all the way to deep, deadly, evil racism. There's different levels to it. We got to understand that. And there's many faces and there's many facets and ideologies that it can hide behind. It's a spirit, you know, and it's not a human spirit. It's something that the human spirit has been infected with. And it goes all the way back to where when the humans were created, certain species just didn't like that. And they came to oppress them because they got in the way of the original family. I mean, it's, you know, that's a whole nother topic, but, you know, that's kind of just all I'm going to say about that. That racism is a spirit. It's not the origins of human beings. A baby is not born racist. It's impossible. He has to be infected with it. So if the original humans could never be racist, it's not a human thing.
Main reason we hate Yasuke. We don't want him here. because he's in the wrong time period. Now, if this was modern day Japan, no one would give a fuck. But you're basing it on feudal Japan,
Based off
saying
of
you're
history.
recreating feudal Japan down to a T, and you're, for the first time in history, you're using an actual historical character, even though he doesn't have too much known about him. You're using a historical character. Whatever we know about him in those 2 paragraphs, that's it. You can't go any further. You can't try to fucking
Facts.
build more shit behind him, even though your game has taken leeway with history with fucking
See, this feels like Assassin's Creed with her.
Leonardo da Vinci, the Pope, and shit like that. So that's my point about the racism part. I know I kind of fucking went everywhere with that shit.
No, it's okay, bro. You're doing a good job.
Now, number 3, ways that this could have been prevented or done better. I have 3 ways this could have been prevented.
I have so many.
Number
brother.
1, they should have made Assassin's Creed Shadows GTA 5 style. And what I mean by that, 3 main characters. If they would have had a Japanese man, and they would have had Yasuke the African and the chick, guarantee this wouldn't have been a big ass problem. Maybe even the Thomas Lockley guy probably would have been exposed. This game exposed a lot of shit that we were led to believe. People were led to believe.
That's the positive side.
So I believe if this game had 3 main characters, GTA style, no one would have been upset. You would have had your Asian man being representative of the time. You would have had the chick. What's funny, no one gives a fuck about the chick, which is crazy. Which I care.
There's nothing wrong with that, but Assassin's Creed doesn't play like that, bro. I get what you're saying, though. There's nothing wrong with trying to fantasize like that. Like, you're not wrong for thinking that, but that's just not how the series works. It should have just been a ninja game.
For her, because she looks more stealth. She has more of the actual assassin in her doing stealth gameplay. They made Yasuke a fucking, stereotypical black guy, big, strong, broody. Like, what the fuck, man? Ubisoft, when you do these stereotypes, you're not helping anybody. You're making shit worse. You're making the stereotypes even worse, bro. You're not helping.
And it's not like you do this the whole time. You're working for years and years, and you put all this funds behind it, and you get ready to release it on the market. And say, oh wait, we made a mistake. Yeah, okay. No. You knew what you were doing. That's why I say that they're the ones playing the puppet masters and causing all this stuff down on the ground, doing that political stirring the pot, and then sitting in the back. You know what I mean? It's like, you know what you're doing. This is how they work. It's how the Democratic Party works. They do this all the time. They're doing it right now. Look at the riots all over the world.
Helping no one.
Look at England.
If they had 3 main characters, GTA style,
Stock
I
market
don't think
crash.
the backlash would have been as big. People would have raised a fucking eyebrow. Maybe they would still ask questions, but it wouldn't have been as hot as this, because they would have had, everybody would have been okay. People would have been looking at it with like, why the fuck is this black guy here? But they probably would explain, hey, Yasuke was a real person, he's another main character. Cool, whatever. Number 2, they should have made Yasuke not Yasuke, but if they were gonna use Yasuke, they should have used Yasuke as a Ronin or as a ninja. I think the main issue here that people are having is that they're claiming he's a samurai when he was not a samurai. This is coming from the official Japanese government. He was not a samurai. He just carries swords for a samurai master, a lord.
Mm-hmm.
So, I believe if they would have made Yasuke a Ronin or a ninja, this shit would have been fine. They should have just made him and her both shinobis or whatever. Both ninjas, bro.
I'm okay with that.
Nobody would have had a problem with that. Nobody. Or matter of fact, it's the problem that you're using Yasuke. They should have just left it as an African refugee and give subtle hints that it's Yasuke without actually saying it's him.
Those are actually not bad ideas. That's actually a good idea. Like I said,
they should have just put a random black guy
part of Quest.
and made him a ninja and a Ronin.
You could have played him a little bit on and off.
I'm just saying that could have been one way this shit could have been avoided. And number 3, he should have just been DLC. They should have just gone with the Asian man and Asian woman and have Yasuke a DLC side character that either gives you mission or you play a short mission, a short story from him that you could have some leeway with doing something. But then
But you see how ignorance is popular, and then look at this guy. He only has 26 likes. He's saying the right thing here. You know what I mean? He just doesn't have the right support. So we're gonna go in and do that. You know what I mean? Give him some support, and I'm gonna let him know that. And I look for stuff like this because it's the right thing to do.
You do that one mission for him, or you play as that one mission, and then Yasuke disappears, just like how he does in the history books. But you're creating a whole narrative behind him, saying that he's overthrowing oppressors and changing the whole fate of feudal Japan around that time. That's playing with history, my boy. You're fucking up.
Hmm.
And you know what's crazy about all of this? About 10 to 15 years ago, because as you guys know, we're in the woke era slash sensitive era. About 10 to 15 years ago,
Yes.
if they would have came out with this game when they were supposed to, no one would have batted an eye about a black man being in Japan. People would have raised an eyebrow, yes. I'm not
Like
gonna
I
say
told
people wouldn't call
nobody
it
used
out
to
like, hey,
care
what the
about any
fuck?
of this
But
garbage.
people wouldn't have cared as much.
Used to play
It's
games.
just the fact that woke people have been pushing the race agenda, the gay agenda, all this other bullshit in front of us. Oh, by the way, they're trying to make Yasuke gay too. Apparently, you could have options as a
Yeah,
gay
that's what I
lover.
think
Like,
about
come
that.
on, Ubisoft, what are you doing, bro? You're spitting in Japanese people's faces. This is why they're rightfully angry. So, if they would about 10, 15 years ago, bro, no one would have batted an eye. No one would have really cared. But we in the sensitive era, bro, where everything's about race and gender and shit like that. So now
Femboy
people
culture.
are scrutinizing everything,
Not
and
man.
rightfully so, because people are tired of this shit. We're tired of forced diversity. Do you guys not remember Lee from The Walking Dead? I can place I will place $100 bet with anybody. Everybody who played that game had no issue with Lee. Everybody loved Lee. Lee is probably one of the top 10 characters. No, not top 10.
Yeah, Lee was awesome.
Top 30
There's no problem with him.
story-driven video game characters, I would say. And I'm willing to take that bet with people. Because Lee was a good guy. Yeah, he was a black man, but they didn't focus on all that bullshit. Bro, they wrote a good story. He was trying to protect Clementine. Like any father-based type person would do. The reason I said father-based type person is because, you know, Lee wasn't Clementine's father, but he was acting like her guardian, you know? He was being her protector.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, man. This shit is just crazy. This conversation is scorching hot. That's my opinions and my takes on it. Just that so much misinformation. There's blatant racism that's just setting everybody back. You're giving more ammo to the woke people and you're making your point look stupid. But at the same time, the woke people are racist by pushing all this bullshit. You're causing more racial tensions. I'm pretty sure they're just dummies that see a black man in this game, right? And are automatically gonna hate black people. Because that's what people are doing. Like I said, I've seen the jokes.
That can
People are
exist in
making
a
about the black samurai,
certain
we
fraction,
was
but that's not the
samurais
problem.
and shit like that. You know, I don't want to say them shits are funny, but they kind of are. Besides the fucking George Floyd and the monkey ones, but them the ones where they say like we was samurai because they were making fun of people who be saying we was kings type shit. But I don't know, man. It's a sad affair. The only thing I can really say is that all of this is for nothing. I hope you guys know this, right? Like all of this bullshit that we're talking about ain't for nothing. It's all for nothing. Yeah, Ubisoft apologized. I'm gonna quickly say this because I'm taking too long. But the reason why I say all of this is for nothing, the game's still gonna sell well. I see people do a petition.
No, it's not all for nothing because you put it in a stock market. The whole world knows about this. That's going to change the way they approach the next game. So no, I'm gonna have to say you're wrong about that, brother. But all in all, there y'all have it. You see, by 95, 96, 97%. I mean, he did a really good job. So yeah, let's go ahead and just send him some likes and stuff. Selfish if y'all want to. I'm just glad to see this happen, and I'm pretty sure y'all wanted to see that in Japan too. Just not everybody, has that other type of mentality. So it's just good to see this, and I wanted to create more diversity on my channel about this topic and keep it going as much as possible so that we could expand and wake up as many people as possible. Because some people might just want to see somebody with their skin color say that. There's people that think like that. Trust me. But all in all, like, subscribe to like this type of content. All right, y'all. Peace out. Glad to share more and glad to support him. Good job, bro. Again, I'll let you know.